How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have for you all Healy Sony Partner Moments card revealed. This card is going to be pretty good, and I'm going to take you guys quickly through some of the programs and how they're going to reveal it, when it's going to be live, and talk a little bit about some other Sony Partners cards as well. In this video I'm going to be unlocking Bartolo Colon, which was Cougs Sony Partner Moments card, and that's definitely going to be someone I want to try out, as well as Healy. So there are only a few of these Sony Partner cards left. We also have Shelfies, I think, which is up next. It also could be Quash Tags. I think those are the only two remaining cards that we have, but we also see here Healy's Spotlight will be included into the game tomorrow, according to this screenshot right here. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about this. Heads up, it is coming a day early, so it's going to be dropping on Thursday around noon Pacific time, so 3 p.m. Eastern. And these moments shouldn't take you too long. I'm going to quickly go over a couple of them and talk a little bit about the program a little bit, but definitely check out Healy's video. I will have a link to his video as well as his YouTube channel down below. He just recently posted this, but I also wanted to talk a little bit about my thoughts on the card. I definitely think that this card is going to be usable in ranked seasons. I think that a couple of the other ones aren't necessarily as good, but I'm definitely excited to see this one, how he plays, as well as some of these other ones that are upcoming. So let's take a look at this next screenshot. It is Billy Williams, 109 contact versus right, 110 contact versus lefties, which is really good. Actually better than versus right, which you don't normally see on left-handed hitters. 99 power versus right with 88 versus lefties. Very similar card to Duke Snider, but he does have higher contact versus left, as well as much higher vision. So that's going to affect both sides of the plate, or I guess both-handed pitchers. He has 122 vision, 104 discipline, 110 clutch. Let's go ahead and check out his fielding stats as well as his speed. He has 68 fielding, which isn't the greatest. I'll probably use this card off of the bench. But he has 75 arm strength, 72 accuracy, 67 reaction, and 62 speed. So definitely a solid card. He will have bronze fielding out in left field. Based on 68 fielding will give him the bronze badge, even though this says overall he has silver fielding, which still isn't bad. He also plays first base, which is nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the missions that you'll have to do. We see a difficulty of All-Star for this first one. You have to complete the bunt heard round the world, and this is a bunt that Healy completed in one of those MLB The Show tournaments that they held at the Sony San Diego Studios live studio. So I thought that that was pretty cool. I was checking that out in his video. Definitely awesome and brings back some good memories. I also saw his video from when he first posted that one. So anyway, you will have to complete this bunt where you tally 1 RBI, don't get caught stealing. And I think that this is pretty funny. He did this against Quash Tag as well. So anyway, these are some of the moments. You also have to, I guess, probably strike out somebody with a pitcher, you know, tally a double with, I think it was Ben Zobrist, a couple extra base hits and stuff like that. So these moments will be pretty straightforward. They won't take a whole lot of time, but definitely worth it to unlock a pretty good card in that Billy Williams. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what's upcoming here, and I will also mention it in the next clip as well, just to bring you guys some of the quick stuff that's going to be implemented in the next couple days. We see some moments tomorrow as well, 1 day early, included with the Sony Partner card, and then the Signature Series teams are going to be revealed, or the Signature, yeah, I guess 2 of them. I'm not really sure. That's kind of misleading. Signature teams could be 2, could be 1 team. I'm not really sure what it's going to be, but SDS is going to stream that on Twitch, so that's going to be nice to see this upcoming week. So let's go ahead and talk about a little bit about unlocking Cougs' Sony Partners card, and I think that Billy Williams is going to be nice. Alright, so a 98 overall Billy Williams. That is definitely a solid Signature Series card to unlock. And we're just going to be going ahead and unlocking Bartolo Colon, Cougs' Sony Partner mission. I wanted to get this card and try him out. There's a series of missions that you have to do similar to the ones that Healy has. You'll have to hit a home run of some sort, tally some extra base hits. You'll have to play 3-inning games against the computer as well, just against his Diamond Dynasty team, and then also against a team that he decided or put together for these moments. So you'll have to probably complete a few Cubs missions. I think that I saw a Ben Zobrist one in there, and then of course his bunt mission, which I thought was pretty funny as well. But These missions were fairly easy, pretty straightforward. These ones for Cougs, I would assume that Healy's are going to be about the same. It only took me around an hour to unlock these. The biggest tip I have when you're trying to complete the hitting missions, like for example, tally 4 bases with this Jose Bautista, you're just going to want to power swing, and hopefully you're able to get a pitch over the middle of the plate. Same thing with the home run with Mike Trout. I power swung and hit a home run, pulling it. This one was to dead center field, so that's nice. Then there's a series of missions in Cougs where you have to come back from a 5-run lead that the computer has. So you start out in the 7th inning, try and make the comeback. And this one was pretty easy. It only took me 1 try. And I was down by a couple runs still. In this one, I only scored 1 run in the first. But I am really trying to just power swing against the computer. Anytime you get the confidence down against the computer, then it's much easier to get a base hit with a regular X swing. But at first, to kind of break the game open, I am going to power swing. I also have some hitters on the bench that hit well against lefties like Frank Thomas. Try and play the matchups when the opponents bring in, or the computer brings in a lefty or a righty, depending on the starting pitcher. Have some speed on your bench as well to try and steal some bases to get into scoring position, if that makes sense. So right here I could also take third base with Gwynn, but I wasn't going to do that. I was just going to let Willie Mays try and hit. I mean, I have a lot of power in my lineup as well. It helps to have some signature series players, and then also these moments don't necessarily accumulate stats for your players, so you don't have to worry about messing those stats up. You can put your best lineup in and try and complete these. I think that the Sony Partners moments cards are awesome. A lot of them are signature series players, and a lot of them are usable power hitters and pretty good players overall. So I definitely think that this overall program was a complete win for SDS and the Sony Partners included. I was excited to see which one Healy would get. I was thinking maybe it could be Chris Bryant, John Lester, Mark Pryor, Kerry Wood. I thought a little bit about Billy Williams. I know some people commented that on my Twitter posts as well, predicting that it would be Billy Williams. I think that those are great guesses, and we do see the 98 overall signature series Billy Williams. But I was able to complete a couple of these missions in a row. The last few are just play short 3-inning games, similar to Conquest. They have a set difficulty though, so you can't alter that, but they're pretty easy. If you haven't done this mission already, I would definitely consider doing them. You get a pretty good signature series. You get a couple pretty good signature series players for just completing some of these moments. So that's definitely solid. And then if you have a budget team, some of those other cards as well are also pretty good. But same thing here. I mean, I'm just going to try and power swing, get some guys on base, try and break the game open. And I just wanted to include this into the video along with Healy's moments. I figured that would be great to include both of the Sony Partners moments missions. I haven't completed all of the programs or all of the Sony partner cards, but some of them are pretty good. I use that Wainwright pretty effectively. He's really tough to go up against as well in Twin Gaming Sony partner mission. Also, Fuzzy's card is really good. That Bryce Harper has done pretty well against me in some of those events. Clash Tag is, I think, going to be the one that gets the card next. I'm not really sure. Could be Shelfie as well. But I will have a schedule in this video as well, so that's going to be nice. A couple things are coming up. There's that signature series moments mission, or I guess moments stream, where there's 2 teams of signature series players. You might see a lot of new cards with that. I'm just excited for all the content to come out in this game. I'm still waiting on a few Immortals and career arcs from last year's game. I did put out a tweet on Twitter predicting some of those cards. For example, Barry Larkin, Jeff Bagwell, a couple of those guys I think are going to get some cards pretty soon. But nonetheless, I definitely think the content from SDS is pretty solid. I'm still trying to figure out how many more moments cards we do have. I think we only have 2 more. Yeah, Shelfie and Clash Tag. I think we have a card from everybody else. Yeah. So we'll still see 2 more of those, and then a couple more headliner packs are coming soon, I would think. There's going to be 6-inning moments coming out this upcoming week. Just some stuff to keep in mind upcoming in MLB The Show. Keep in mind of what's next to come, but I was able to get the win in this game, get the lead a little bit, 2-0. Then I'm going to go ahead and get myself out. Sometimes the computer can also run themselves out of the inning, so you just want to try and limit the base runners, not give up any home runs when you're doing these. I mean, if Frank Thomas would have went deep against me, then it's a tie game. I would have had to play extra innings. So if I can kind of avoid some of those things, that's going to be nice. But these moments missions are pretty easy to grind out. I definitely enjoyed this year's grinding a lot more than I did last year. But I did unlock this 91 Bartolo Colon. I mean, it's not the greatest pitcher. We'll take a look at his stats here in a minute, but I definitely think his pitch repertoire is pretty good. He has some good pitches that have different velocities and move a lot. His per nines in terms of hits and Ks per nine are pretty low. I forgot what his home runs per nine is, so let's go ahead and take a look at this card. But at the same time, I was also at like 320 stars when I did this. So completing one of these programs did allow me to unlock some program stars because it's XP and you're playing the game, a couple 3-inning games as well. So that's nice. But yeah, so 76 home runs per nine is not terrible, but at the same time, it's probably lower for a lot of these signature series pitchers. But he does have 90 velocity, gets the four seam up to 97, 98 with that slow changeup at 77, 78 miles an hour. That's definitely a really good arsenal, but if his hits and Ks per nine were higher, obviously this card would be really good. But let me know what you guys think about the general consensus of the Sony partners moments, as well as what do you think of Healy's pitching and his card as well. But until next time, guys, I'm College Lefty, and peace out.